the damage. You've ever been accused of doing unfair amounts of it? So this is Vladimir. He's gonna be the main character that I'm gonna use as you, the actual viewer. Let's assume that you ever got to make a meta build. I mean, not all meta builds have to do unfair damage, but we can subdivide word meta into 3 subdivisions, which are extreme damage, extreme sustain, and extreme utility. As you can see, some of them are just burst damage, some of them are just unkillable, and some are maybe supports, I don't know, it's just utility builds. And all these kill the idea that Agematsu try to chase, which is build power creep. And before we begin, you have 5 seconds to subscribe before I start actually hunting you in your dreams. And in this video particularly, I'm gonna break down the extreme damage part and how a light weapon is able to output more damage than nearly 50% more stat point investment heavy. You see these 2 builds. I will not show stats except weapon investment and proficiency. It's my Atomalist Fist with Heretic Sutra and Crypt Blade Arcwater that I use just time to time in my ganks. So let's take a look at the training dummy. You see, this is the damage that my fist outputs, and this is the damage that my heavy outputs. Well, yeah, one is 140 stat investment points, and the second one is just 100. Well, those extra 40 points not giving you 40% more damage at all, especially since it's a heavy weapon, and it's meant to be landed less, but be rewarded with higher base damage along with bigger weight on them once. Yeah, there's exception being the uppercut, but mostly that's just a fucked up mechanic. So what were we even talking about? The build making went far beyond than average player did. Like by looking at YouTube of verse 1 and not looking at Deepwoken builder, you probably will never make any build viable and sustainable and doing any damage at all. While builds like Gale Hero Blade just fit all of that in one place, yet still being hated a lot less than a Atomalist medium. So you may ask, my point is, it's just some special builds being like this? Yes and no. Like they all use nearly same prescriptions, like 40 strength per shrine, 55 charisma per shrine, etc and etc. But yeah, it's just when you go for max sustain, you either go Alchemy Solve, Reinforced Armor, and I don't know, Frost or Iron Sink, maybe even Blood, since one of them has Orbital Eyes and AoE mantras, second one has Polished Armor, and third one has Sour Mend. And for damage part, it's really tedious since it's way more dependent. You could go Pen Path, which I find ass because it's just way too much to go if you're not building around Tidus Raiments or you're just not a Silent Heart. Heretic Sutra, that's been hella underlooked by building community since, I don't know, like LFT era. And also we have a charisma that gives both sustain and damage if you go for 55 per shrine. So this is why people say that 55 charisma is better to go than 25 intelligence and 25 charisma combined. And in my honest opinion, there shouldn't be any better choices. Like everything should be even out. This is by far the only way to get rid of power creep that been chasing the game since forever. And that's all I wanted to say probably. Like passing game to not really offer you jack of all trades still, even though they've been talking about this since Shrine of the nerf. And they better do give most attributes some better balanced cards, so builds just won't range between those 3 or 2 types of builds, since I guess support builds should always be based around wasting points. And thanks for watching guys, subscribe if you enjoyed, see ya.